So much has happened within, I think, the past like 6 years to the point where I just can't really there's so much to the point where I can't process enough to complain about or to even mention. There's some stuff that I'm just like, there are problems that I can't even get to because mentally I'm still dealing with a whole other, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just at that point where I don't understand what I can do more. I mean, I think I think it's too late for me to be saved in the sense of, one day things will get better and I'll be like one of people per se. I don't know. People have this weird thing where they're like, oh, just bro, trust one day, one day. There's no one day for me. I really don't care, you know? And it's weird to say this because I'm a person that, well, I feel like most people would tell or say that, oh, I'm a person that doesn't really give up, but I really just don't care. I I've lost, man. You know, that's what I used to tell myself a lot. Now I'm in this weird stage where I'm still playing the game, but can I really win? I don't think so. I'm in the game still, but I'm losing. You know, and it's very hard to try and explain that to people. I don't have what people have that makes you look forward to living. I'm kind of just cursed by it, to be honest. You know, there's moments in my life where I feel like I shouldn't have been alive. It's weird, you know? And when you tell your friends about this kind of stuff, at first they support you, but after a while they kind of just leave. And I don't blame them because those type of conversations aren't easy. But if you can't bear those for a couple of weeks, imagine living this life. I can't just turn it off. I can't run away or change the the scene. It's stuck in my head. I don't blame you for not wanting to have this convo, but imagine me. You think people want to be this way? People don't really want to be this way. I'm sorry to inform you, and whether it be family, friends, or whatever, I've seen every single one of them betray me, and you know what? It's just it's whatever. Do I think I'm gonna go and this is another thing that people have where it's like they cope. I think humans are very good at coping. I've never understood how people would tell you, oh, if someone makes fun of you, therefore they're hurting inside or they're projecting. That's not always the case, you know? And I feel like that's what I don't know who even came up with this. It can't be a loser. Really not. Maybe it's someone that felt bad or felt like a loser and they tried to pass that on to other losers as a way to cope. That's horrible cope, you know? For example, if someone is broke and someone's rich, what does it cost a rich person to turn to them and say, you're broke? It doesn't cost them anything. But for some reason, people will try and tell you, oh, no, no, no. They said that therefore they're technically having financial issues. Or no, if they criticize you in one aspect, because in another aspect of their life, they're suffering. Some people are well off. Some people are happy. Some people don't really, you know what I'm saying? But when you say these things, people are looking at you as if you're pessimistic. No, because I was a loser and I saw the winners win. Literally, there was and when something bad does happen to these winners, then people are like, "Oh, see, it's karma. It's karma." I'm not saying people are living perfectly, but their terminally ill grandmother that was bound to die that year has nothing to do with them calling you ugly. That was not karma. I promise you, their grandmama was going to die regardless if they called you ugly or not that day. It had nothing to do with you. You think the universe said, "Oh, nah, nah, nah. This person got called ugly. Yo, kill his relative." No one did that. Why do but people have this thing where like for them this makes sense? It doesn't. But of course, there are some times where people do project. I'm not gonna lie, but I hate when people believe that no, it is impossible for winners to comment down on losers. Another thing that I've recently like seen or thought of is the fact that many people have this weird like thinking. It's kind of like with the whole cope thing, where people can like trying to think of nice way of putting it, but they have this thing where they just cannot. How do I how do I explain this to you all? Um, People cannot accept that like they're lost causes. You know, I think I'm a lost cause. You know, if I were to just look at my whole life, I'm more just like I don't even know what I do really, because I don't think I can win. Even if I go SVJ, I'm not winning. It's just there's no point in winning. Oh, this is what I meant to say with the whole like lost cause thing. For some reason, people have this thing where they believe because they've suffered, because they went for something, that anything good in their life suddenly is better because they've suffered and they've been through these difficult things. And that's not true. You're just a lost cause. I don't know how to tell you. If I have to work and suffer and do all these things for like let's say $20, is the value of said $20 now on higher? Can I just buy things that cost like 1 million? Because my $20, I put blood, tears, and sweat into it. No, the kid who inherited $20 has the same value as you. They can go to the store and buy the same things as you without having to do an ounce of what you did. But for some reason, people like to say, "Oh no," but now because you went through the hard uh part of it, you can like read like I don't understand that. It doesn't. No, people will try and like tell you these things, and I'm just like, where are y'all getting this from? You're not anything special because you went through something difficult in life. I've been through something difficult in life, and when I look at these other losers, I understand why they try and make this like a motivational story. You were just unfortunate. There was nothing. No. But when I go through like all the things I've been through like betrayal, um, bad thoughts. I'm not trying to get into like very specific detail and stuff. People look at me and be like, "Oh my God, you're so strong. Da, 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 you're so much better than me." No, if I was given any other choices, I would have picked them. Yeah, I wanted to go through all these things. I did not. I had no choice. People, pe- people always talk about some like, "Oh, no, you're so strong. You're so." No, I'm really not. I am hurting. This was not something I wanted to do. Given literally any choice, I would have picked something else. Like, I don't know why people want to make sob stories feel more freaking than they are. You were a victim. You were just unfortunate. And when I see other losers try and point this as a way of like uplifting themselves, I'm like, okay, cool, you know. I feel like people really do put themselves bigger than who they are, you know. And maybe it's just me being pessimistic or pessimistic and whatever, whatever. But I really think so. I think I lived the life of a loser, but I'm never. I don't understand how people can try and say, well, because you did this and that, therefore you're not really a loser. Like, no. And I feel like I do resonate with more of that loser ish word than at least what normal people resonate with. I can't even like, oh, are we not connect with these regular people? And I wish I did at one point, but looking at them, I feel nothing but just weirded by them. They don't make sense. Would, the same people that would hurt them, same people that they say they hate, the same people that they say, oh, I wish this person changed, or I don't understand why this person is doing this to me, why this person did that, why da 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 da. They care so much about their opinion compared to the people that actually, help them. I've stuck my neck out for many people. I've spared many people. And they still have this thing where, like, because if the status quo is to be against me, and they're all against me, it doesn't matter. And, you know, I was very confused. I talked to a counselor about this one time, and he said, you know what? Well, if everyone thinks you're the problem, maybe you should change. And I was like, yeah, logically speaking, that makes sense, right? Because how could everybody be wrong? But I thought about it. If me and them can't live in the same world, something has to go. It's either me or them. And logically speaking, more like how is everyone wrong? You know what I'm saying? But then I thought to myself, these people don't care about me at all. Not my mom, not my dad, not my friends, not my siblings, no one. So who am I to even value these people's lives that the same as me? That the same way these people would see, I kid you not, I've seen it with my own eyes, these eyes. These people would quite literally give their all just to be not hated by a majority. Like the lengths people would go to make sure socially they're not viewed as an outcast has never made sense to me. I'm a kid that like, listen, if I'm alone, I can be alone. Cool. I prefer being alone compared to being with people. That's when stuff just for some reason goes wrong. I don't know why. Even with some of my friends, uh, right now, anytime I'm with them, when I'm not with them, I have to kind of like adjust to going back to. So now I feel like I need to go take a long break from my friends just so I can just really be in my like mode or just when I'm at peace. I hate connecting with people, man. I'm not trying to say too much, but if I could, I don't think I would ever choose to live life. I don't understand why my parents even made me. There's, you know, and also it's weird because I remember I had a dream of like becoming like a father, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know if I even want my kid for life. You know, life has been very weird to me. I hate it, and I believe in God, right? But I believe He hates me, or at least has something against me. I've seen miracles happen to people who I don't think deserve it, to be honest, but who am I to decide, right? But then I look at myself and I'm just like, okay, if you want me to wait my turn for my blessings, sure, but what happens when those blessings come and I just don't care? Like, what happens then? Give me $1 million, but what if I just don't care? Like, I think I'm at that point where don't really care anymore. You know, every goal of mine just doesn't do anything for me. I mean, yeah, we could have lots of money, but honestly, I think if I have lots of money, I'm just gonna use it to get at people I hate. I had a dream one time where I would like leave a huge like stain on the world, like doing something super duper wrong. It's just cause I can go into detail like another video, but because what's it called? I was making a video. I felt like I just couldn't get myself to really edit. Because anytime I look at the footage, I'm like, this could be better, or I don't really like how my voice is sounding here. So I like more of these type of videos where I'm just, I guess, rambling. It seems more authentic and it's more or less me, and kind of use it to calm myself down. Um, you know, but I'm just right now. I'm thinking about like all the times been betrayed, and I'm just like, and this is a long list, you know. And I hope they know that like you're not. There's one thing I can guarantee you. I don't care if you go to heaven or hell. Your soul is not going to rest until I get to start with what you did to me. I promise you, your soul will not rest. It don't matter. It really don't. And if your soul ends up being destroyed before I get to start, your kids are going to have it times worse. So, hey man, that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I guess like I don't know. I keep making videos like this and making other videos, but now I feel like this is it. I will be pulling back. If you are one of my friends and you're seeing this, I will be pulling back for a little bit. I have to get back to my ways. You know, nothing personal. Well, it really is personal, I guess. But um, that's really it for real. I don't really have much. I feel like I should make like, a whole video talking about certain things, but needless to say, losers and like weird coping mechanisms have truly just made people feel like they're bigger than who they are. And I really wish that, one day more people can just come to terms that some people are just lost causes. One of them, at least I think I am for now. But that's all I want to come and say. Yes, thank you for watching. I'll get back to editing my other video, but thank you.